pledge love and loyalty to be country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo. We let we salo. At this sweet land we love. We not for make them fall.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
The unintended consequences. The unintended consequences. What thing they not been planned for, now they happen in Sierra Leone now. I say good or you do evil, that good will come, and do good, that will turn into evil. Both ways, what you would see as Sierra Leone, every meaning Sierra Leone reason. God no hate we. That's how we come to you. All them for the back. What is the cause of that? Today, we look at with social setting and how say. A lot of people that don't do research on how the human mind they affect.
Give me 3.
A lot of people don't do research on how the human mind they affect we prosperity, how they affect we health, how they affect we stability, how they affect we progress. Today, we can look at one thing. The way we would think na Sierra Leone. Now, in our problem or not in our problem? Will people then get one word where they can use for describe people? When they say they think different from them, or maybe they think the way they expect you, then say you na Munku. Munku actually, it go far beyond the way the person they think and behave. Munku, that's somebody where because he don't lost his identity, they try for be what in the Englishman call wannabe. Munku na person way everything way they do na fake business. And not they face reality. And one of the things them we will get in our society is that we not they face reality. We always defend who that for blame. Now this do so, that they do so. Today they can examine how this they affect with politics. And now we examine with political parties them. We don't rule we country from 1961 to now. Now see really if not to the Munku business make them not they do well. As I say in the last broadcast, we don't reach the time where we face the truth, we accept the truth. Now move away from blaming others. Now we accept say the responsibility then now we hand for doing for do let we country go before. Otherwise, let we prepare for trouble. Already everything scattered at the country today. I read back say they don't discover oil almost billion or $trillion worth. Now I say more confusion don't come. More confusion don't come because now oil they can make now the kukujumuku deep. And that kukujumuku they lead to other trouble. But before they go into all that, let's allow Mr. Ture himself tell you. No sound, no sound, no sound. Why? Yes, go ahead. Another year, you. Uh-oh. Check your... No sound, no sound. Okay, they go join me back. Sierra Leone, we always they say, we were once the Athens of West Africa. Yes, that's a fact. There was a time all the education of West Africa been sent on Sierra Leone. But let we ask a question. That time education been sent on Sierra Leone, it may affect the whole of Sierra Leone or not just some part of Sierra Leone. If it not affect the whole of Sierra Leone, what are the results they like today? You see, there are a lot of things that are wrong about Sierra Leone. A lot of things then they will need for examine and understand. If not so, we go continue for they do the same old them over and over. And at the end of the day, nothing not go change. Nothing.
You hearing me now?
Yes, loud
Okay.
and clear.
Good. Fantastic.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, this I want I wish here. Remember no second no sukuri no tong. Famule mina kabo plenty kushete na. Ajalo, I want to tell you thank you for laying the premise in which we dey talk today. Now, one way me and you two don't talk about bien the bafa, plenty term, but today we bring and come now the platform for that we can get a discussion on the subject Munku, waiting na Munku, Uda na Munku, the lifestyle of the Munku, the behavior of the Munku. To start with, now we examine the name Munku. How many man call him? Then call him Kindemui. Waiting na Kindemui. Kindemui means say you Munku. Timni man say Munku. The word itself na Timni derived. Munku. Creole man say Kroot. And the Creole word for Munku, Kroot. And also, then get serviceman, where then they call him, where they say na kebu, na scarf, na langba scarf. These are all words them where they use for describe this word Munku, because Munku it's Timni derived. I borrowed word from Timni. Oh, Munku. So now, what's in a Munku? Munku na possible not they conform to waiting stipulated. They always there outside the box. You know they work in a team. Munku na person where like he say he ain't not open. That is an idiom where they can use and create for them. Say this one he ain't not open yet. This is crude. Me never go say na you can mumi just come on a bush. So you get then connotations there. But Pajalo don't put the psychological aspect of him. For now we can look how it affects people. Because it talk about we thinking. And we thinking, what did they affect them? Now how will they perceive things? With perception. If you perception faulty, you think in the faulty. Your expectations, the way where you see things, the way where you in your mind, how you feel safety for Tanlek. And formal education, not they help people Munku business so. Because if formal education they help, we get a huge chunk of educated Munku than Sierra Leone. Because if education be the help person for be polished, like I be tell somebody some time ago, say education not to a magic tablet for transform person or refined person a character. If man a thief man before you go learn book, you go still be the thief man will learn book. If man a liar will learn book, you go be the lie man will go learn book. In order to change your perception, in order to change your character. Because a man can they talk like for saying a book, now all you need for be a person where get exposure, you get forget a broad horizon. Broad horizon. Now I make like okay.
A small bit.
All right, sir.
You see, Munku, not a situation, a condition. Conditions, now we mind they create them. situations now the product of waiting they happen outside you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing we therefore recognize, not to inside Sierra Leone no more Munku than this.
Mm-mm.
I want to say close to 60% of the Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora in Munku. The Munku they count overseas. Refuse to move out of the Munku. You know, Tina Munku,
Mm-hmm.
they not get identity, but he want to assume say get an identity. So you know they conform to ethical dictates or moral dictates. It behave in a way where it feels say important, the ego,
Mm-hmm.
and they move the Munku. And this is common with us. We come into these societies, we don't learn from them, we don't integrate in these societies. We only concern the material gains so they get from
The
this.
dollar.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we can live now until thy kingdom come, but still they think as Munku. And I go tell you the danger behind it. For most of us coming from the diaspora back home, now they cause the greatest damage in us.
Mm-hmm.
Because with people and the feel say we don't change, we're different. When in fact are the same old people, and worse, because now we have an era of self-relevance. Munku, now your inability to understand what's incorrect about society, what's not correct, and for fitting, and they make you Munku. Your inability to think outside the box and create solutions. Look at all Sierra Leonean gatherings. The first thing when they talk about is knowledge. And now for if this money not to the solution to problems, that we ability for think properly. This is a very serious topic. I want to Sierra Leoneans and listen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you take somebody who lack identity, the first thing where they see, it lack a purpose, a defined purpose. They think like hustler. Hustlers are the material gain them concerned.
Mm-hmm.
They can do anything for riches. Whereas the man way don't integrate himself. You like me and you now, if we go Sierra Leone, we therefore integrate back into the society. Because we they think differently from how they think. You understand? We go, maybe you go call me Munku. Munku is not too different from ignorance. But ignorance, what's different is that you lack the knowledge. Whereas Munku now, you lack the ability for understand what you need for happen.
Mm-hmm.
You lack the ability for conform to the standards. And when you get several Munkus them in one place, then they create the wrong standards.
Disaster.
A disaster. That's what we have in Syria. I'm being very deliberate because some of them here I don't give deep thought to.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at all the political things that would don't happen in Sierra Leone from 1961 to now, most of them, the greater percentage of them, are self-sabotage. Who are they self-sabotage? Now, Munku, when you don't understand what you need to understand, you they do things where they go against your own very well. You understand? If they go against your well-being, and that's exactly what we have been doing in Sierra Leone. And people take pride in doing these wrong things. Because we don't take them for be a norm in society. That's how we do it. We were the Athens of West Africa. People learned from Sierra Leone and went to Nigeria, they went to Ghana, they went to other places. Why is it that their country they make progress? We know they make progress. Now because we adopt the wrong perceptions and attitudes. We still depend on self-relevance, self-importance, and refusing to see things as they should be seen. So when they say Munku, not only, yes, between upline and Freetown Trade, because Freetown didn't get a westernized outlook, when man come upline and they call and Kinde, not so. But today we not get difference between Freetown and upline. But most of the behavior in our society now, like what will be they call Kinde.
Yeah.
Even
Because
the other state house.
I agree with you, because in those days, people away come on at them fakai. That means that then suburb them. When they come free on, they not sabi talk Creole. Now, even people away they come on a village sabi talk Creole. Then sabi read. Then sabi write. Because village themselves get schools them. We even a buffer. So, but one thing the way you talk, where I pick on, where somebody get exposure, when he go back, he get for land, for let he try for adapt with waiting in the Google Meet. Because you don't, if you're not person where don't can embroaden you horizon, you don't widen up you thinking process. You go there, you go struggle because of the way where they still they do things. But why those that are still Munku, as they can say, I don't care where the goat comes from. Goat na goat. If you go back, you go still claim kaki. Because you know say goats na work for claim kaki na then veranda. You know? It go still claim kaki. So what you say, I pick on that and I agree with you there. Because whatever you do or wherever you go, you get for get exposure. But for that exposure, they come inside you, you get for click the button. That means to say, you get for accept them. If you don't accept it, you're not going to able to assimilate. Because some man them,
the other side.
yes.
I like you not do them fully, but you have to accept some of it.
Yes. So Munku again, it can be choice. Because if you refuse for accept changes,
Choice for we
yes.
not choice.
Yes.
Go ahead.
If you refuse for develop yourself, improve yourself, review your mentality, see what you can do about it. The areas that where you need for modernize. When I mean modernize, it not mean to say you get for be wait man, you talking at your nose. But some certain universal etiquette, like some etiquettes, now the same all over the world. You wash your hand before you eat. You go to Sierra Leone, then they wash their hand. You go to England, then they wash their hand. You go to Germany, then they wash their hand. You go now the smallest village, then they wash their hand. So then etiquette way acceptable, na in norm everywhere. Then the way you they behave, where you they eat, then call and table manners now. But table manners they back now Africa, na the villages them, na the suburbs them. But you see, you go, you see certain things them. If you're not a Munku, you go able to see some things and then we culture we're wrong. Or we're not quite there to par. You look at it, say, I mean they do this. Like for instance, you remember what with the dog and pasu? You go, instead of you take spoon. You know? Because you hand always get bacteria. When you dock your hand inside, you don't introduce bacteria then. Now foreign, the hand foreign inside the soup. The soup where all man get for kaka eat, you don't go dock your hand there. And nobody knows how you pull your hand. Not so hygienic move down in a Munku behavior that one day. You know? Because you not think about other people then. And these are the things the Munku they do in Sierra Leone. They don't think about others. They never think about others. It's all about them. Even when you correct them, never mean show me the one. But it is not compatible to the larger, part of your community. And where people hold them to account, it gets very agitated, very angry.
You don't bring one point about Munkusim where we not can see. All this polarization where we country they suffer. This ethnicity, which ethnicity and politics in them there. All are part of the Munku business. You know they make it the Munku business?
Yeah.
If you're not possible open to integration, the first way they get now tolerance. You they observe the next person, you see some things about them, you not go let them know. But you say, okay, I want this relationship for gone, let accommodate this person. You understand?
Yeah.
They tolerate things there. But when you not speak to Munku where they refuse for integrate. Now we take one point in focus. Before 1961, we not been get that geographical area we'll get now as Sierra Leone. Not so? One part now been colony, the other part now been protectorate. Not so?
Yes.
And inside the protectorate, you will get different languages, different areas, different ways of doing things. Not so? After independence, we will expect for them build a new national framework from which we all link things together and work together. But if after 64 years, we still struggle with that, if they tell you, say, we still na Munku. The Munku then are them Boku party one day way.
Well, if you look at what they go on from 61 to now, you are right. Because if we not become Munku, like by now, we for all ask ourselves, say, we don't go this direction for the longest time. We know they reach us how they go. We allow we bring the map, or allow we find map. We know they go the right way. Allow we review. Allow we go back, or allow we try for change course. But we are still going. Some man is saying, allow go 2028. It's okay. But we don't get bad elections. We don't want to get good elections now in country. In fact, some man is talking about 10 years. And the way it look like saying 10 years. Now agreement there between them. What we don't know about. But now it's getting clearer.
Not 10 years business do a left farm. You know to make us say that left farm. Anybody who they say that 10 years, you don't understand what they gonna say.
Now part of the Munku. Because Munku they not like change. Munku not like change.
We have not integrated to understand each other, and I make we always defend a shortcut answer and shortcut path to solutions. Who said it? Yes. These guys in power are not ready to give up power.
Now they say they don't sign contracts for them they can mine oil. We get diamond, no benefits we. They don't mine diamond from the 30s, we no benefit. They don't mine iron ore from 1935 go on north, it no benefits we. We don't mine bauxite, chromite. We don't harvest piassava, we don't export piassava, take piassava don't run. You know? Palm kernel, we don't export and take better enough Malawi. Now they say oil. It's not going to make any difference. It's not going to make any difference. Why? Not so almost money you make. And even per we own private life then. Not so the salary where you get. Now how you spend the salary where you get. Now it matter. So you can get all the money in the world. If you expenditure past your income, you know they get savings. The money not they go nowhere. And if you know they invest the money with the right priorities, you know they go anywhere. But Sierra Leone, we get a whole government where kind of power. The first thing when they talk, Usami no for saying na Munku, they not to better people them. They say that they can't make bridge. Bridge is not our priority. Lunga Bridge is never our priority. We got hospital where we need hospital. You see, there is a difference. That's how you identify Munku. There is a difference between want and need. When you get person when on Munku, they always they look for need first. Then they're on top of the priority list. Waiting a need. Now things then when you not get them, it threaten your life. Like for instance,
how you for make progress.
exactly. You know, because you cannot get a society where you not get good hospitals, you not get roads, you not get water supply. But come on, if you not get drinking water in your country, water way processed properly, that is a human rights violation. Because water now a basic essential. We're supposed for day. Water is life. Water is life. In a country where there's 9 rivers, I can say 7, but 9 rivers we got Sierra Leone. Then we get Atlantic Ocean. Then we get heavy rainfall. But you mean say we're not able to provide drinking water for everybody in the country? Water, you need and when they born picking. As they born picking, so the first thing they call for water. When you die, the first thing when they call for water. When you sick, you don't want for eat anything, but you want for drink. A doctor they encourage you for drink, for let you hydrate your body. Over 70% of your body now fluids, now water.
And let me add something.
Yes, sir.
We concentrate on eating plenty food in Sierra Leone. And we dey eat so much that we don't need for it all them food. Your body can run on water more effectively with less food. That's a proven scientific fact. Ask anybody who dey in the medical science, they go tell you, say, your body not need too much food, but you need water all the time.
All the time, most important. And one thing when you talk now, I go also pick on. Your body, they only absorb what you need.
Yes.
You know, they take past that. But guess what? Anybody when Munku, you know, get self-control. And waiting when it comes and food, if you not get self-control, they call them gluttony. You gluttonous. Now Munku.
You know they know Munku? Most of them are overweight.
You put food before I enable control himself. You put rum before him, he drink he disgrace. They don't get self-control. Me daddy can say now the slave mentality. Where you put laxity before Munku, it lost control. It go crazy, they go OTT. If na food they eat and take colic. You know, gluttony. If na say it go, even for talk. You don't know when for talk, you don't know when for shut up. You don't know who side for talk, who side not for talk. If Munku canaya, then get toilet. You don't go pit in the toilet, now the carpet in the pit. Where you ask, I will let go people and feel for pit. Apa you a pit? If they forget say it pit, if you get viruses them, it spread the viruses to others. If you get things like ascaris, when you get ascaris, you get they egg them. They come out through your nose and through your mouth. So when you send that droplets, there might be, you know, eggs. If you get hepatitis, you get very high contagion. These are all the habits of a Munku. And they think about how his behavior affects other people. If he goes on side, they say for pull off back. And what time they can pull off back for a masalasi? You know they conform. He get for making your rules. He busy the fight with everybody. He busy the fight with everybody. Even the fight with himself. Anything where come up, where they say like community arrangement in how you call them na a rebel without cause. If they put babu wire, you know they pass by the gate, they pass under the babu wire.
You know, we they take and make laugh, but it's a very serious situation. Because one of the things really mislead the country is that people think when you have Western education, you have it all. Western education is based on certain concepts. Your character, which is derived from your culture and your background, it is completely different from what you learn. Yes, in those days, maybe some way, somehow, they may try to instill certain qualities in people.
Don't say values.
Through the school.
Yeah.
Then came independence, then came this assumption of self-relevance. I remember sometime around 1979-80, as a teacher, I did get for talk pass somebody. I will call him the back. I wait till you don't do all the things them do. Now I say yes, I'm not surprised. I say now they are also picking on me. Yes, now how you did, that's where you picking. You see, the dangerous thing what they happen in our country right now in really make us think about this Munkusim issue. Imagine that the issue of rape, for example, with all the noise that they make about rape, is now like an official modus operandi.
Mm-hmm.
So you may want to ask, why is it that they make all this noise about rape, but still rape they go on at the society?
Because even the definition, they not get it right. Because I remember Mother Biokam England, and then say make all the alma maters, the schools them, old boys associations them, go get an audience. We go get an audience. They come in, they talk about this rape, what would they talk about? So now I say then they rape 5-year-old picking and 6-year-old picking them. I really wonder. I say, this man sabi what's a rape. You know the rape picking. Picking or they give consent. Rape is about consent. If somebody sleep with picking, now child abuse. Because picking or they give sexual consent. Rape, people them feel saying for go grip woman, charity close, whap on a ground, force yourself on her. Alek woman lidona you baby, pull all the clothes. If you want for penetrate, he say, If he not push you, you claim pantampa, you penetrate without he not push you, you don't rape him because he say no. So rape is about consent. And minors don't give consent. They don't even know what sex is. They're not able to differentiate that in Sierra Leone. So if the head of state, they can't talk to we, but that nobody not able to tell them for say, you are wrong, sir. You cannot rape a child. But when I want for talk, all man they mask me foot. Left arm. But how we go able for progress? That is the Munku behavior. Now the part they talk am. If now me talk am, when I get power, they say, well, sit down, but you got it wrong. But when big man talk a left arm, not challenger. You see, these are the things. Because with the evidence in there all the time, and when person they rape, they go abuse speaking, now mental health issue. You know well. And that person they now person where they supposed for put under watch. Now yeah, they put on a sex register. Because when you see person not begin do that, then you have to keep tab of them.
You see, the definition is one thing. The question is, why is it now so much common that it is almost becoming official?
Because we not get deterrence now we country. So man, we know say then they do and they know they hold there. They know they do nothing.
You should understand where I'm coming from, because
I get you.
we understand Sierra Leone. Rape is, in some parts of Sierra Leone, considered a criminal activity. In other parts, it's normal. The inability for the people that were normal to accept, say, this is not normal.
Yeah.
Of the Munkusim.
Yeah. I get you. I agree with you. Because people only do what they know.
When
Look like what?
When you fail for integrate into other modes of thinking, into other ways of doing things, when you feel say you now the best all the time and I will stick to, then you are nothing but a Munku.
We brother they talk.
Much prevalent in Sierra Leone, especially in the politics. Now I make with politicians they all now anarchists them, now hegemonists them, now people the way the slightest opportunity they get now for use impunity.
That is why I say we don't have managers, we have damagers. And also they say Naya, you talk about impunity. This patronage, this patrimony, I fumble to this, I fumble to that. Hey, but now you fumble, but you don't say now go against women. Hey, Pamola Ibrahim, I want to go on. Majalo Jamboria, you know Sabia? You know say now we all come out over yonder. Now we be careful at all when they sell and give we. These are all the techniques they use, like whether woman Fatmata Jan Kam, we are all Africans. When you see them begin call that African business, now the impunity button they don't press. Let us solve it the African way. The African way is not always right. We have to accept that. There are a lot of things Africans will get for change. Like for instance, my brother they talk now, I say we get almost 1,000 oil blocks them in Sierra Leone. You did talk about oil blocks. How many people then in Sierra Leone when no say they don't find oil, they don't even award contract? Was it ever floated in the Gazette? Did they tell us what's in the contract? In those days, what would be small, what would we feel to say, nah, be the dark ages in Sierra Leone under Checker Stevens, but at least Checker Stevens, where they come out, they go out of the country. If the report say if they go out of the country, then they make an news. And if they tell we what they go for. You go every day, Salakomasko say the president, Dr. Chaka Stevens, they go to China for sugar business. They want for can show we have for plant sugar and for do all small dirty on agricultural area for make them build the country Yayam. And when he come back, then go announce it. The president came yesterday. He go arrange the bilateral waiting between China and Sierra Leone. And the sugar business where he go for, he work a fine. They don't give it 2.22 billion. So for can do the sugar business and then give it 20 Chinese national them where they come for can start the business. Then they report to we. But now then they go, then clap their hand, then come back, then clap their hand. We don't know nothing, don't know they tell we nothing. How we go get a country if not to Munku this? You go arrange for can mine oil na your country, say you they give contract, they not even announce na the country, let people know for say they don't find oil na the country. So you make arrangement like for say now you own personal property, because if you they work for me, I employ you. You they serve me. Somebody bring food come for me. You go can report to me, say, Pa, when you not be there today, one mommy, what they call auntie mommy, he bring food come. You ask what he bring. Hey, Ibokusa, he then at the table. Now you go look, you examine the food, you tell the person, thank you. If you want eat today, you eat today. If you don't feel safe for it out, you tell the boy and say, you can't take alone, eat alone, what's the pan name? I go tell and thank you. You they report to, you they report. But then why not they report nothing? And we they try for tell Israel and they say, look, sovereignty belongs to Una. Una get right for know everything what they happen in our country. A lot of Israel they talk about transparent. Make I explain to them what's not transparent. Transparent is like when you put something in a bottle, if they call it dark, it's opaque. You know they see what you put inside. You don't know if whether na water, you don't know whether na ginger beer, you don't know what's in na dirty water. If na clear, transparent glass, way clear, you put water, the bottle they take the color of the water. You put ginger beer, it take the color of the ginger beer. You put beetroot, it show the color of so you gonna know exactly what's in the inside. So transparent na display. You they display publicly what you they do. No kuku jumuku. If me and Pajalo goes on side, they give it tempo and they pull it money and say, I know they hide the money and they show up in a tempo and give you look am. But salon politician, then they go there when they get money, they put them straight inside pockets. Where you can now, you begin to count inside pockets. Now, they arrange the money, he pull what you want pull for show you. You know, this all na Munku behavior. Na Munku behavior. How we go get oil now we country, offshore oil. They don't even award a contract. Sierra Leoneans don't know about it. They say they awarded the contract to Nigeria, richest woman, what they call Folorosu Alakija. But the reality is, we don't care whether the woman rich or not rich. Now we sovereign oil. Now we sovereign oil. Every Sierra Leonean should know about it. It should be gazetted. It should be spoken about. We should know.
You see, I want this oil business, I therefore deal with them because I know everything.
No, you should, Bajalo.
I know everything. That contract to them give that woman the 2 blocks them where he first buy, that be a Norwegian company. They get that blocks. In 2018, they pack out of Sierra Leone, September of 2018, because somebody wanted them to bribe. Norwegian businesses don't bribe. They don't pay bribes for anything. Because every business in Norway therefore accounts to the state. If they see you bribe anybody, the license is withdrawn. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This oil business is a very complex business. And if we're not careful, now for bring the next war massacre. You know what make it go bring the next war?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons we bring all this political turbulence we see in the city. Oil was discovered at the time of Chaka Stevens in 1984 by a consultancy company they call Amoko. Amoko now a consultancy for Mobile Exxon. They can do 2 years offshore exploration. They discovered oil and they also discovered that we have diamonds offshore. You see, the whole issue about this Munku business, not all BO and people that know. I make a begin say from 1961.
Mm-hmm.
After short period, now we get some amount of transparency. Okay?
Yeah, true.
We run our country like a secret society. And then it's our secrecy too much. And Munku them pack it. The Munku not get trust in himself and his ability for do things. So everything they keep on now.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, because now Munkus they put now in public offices, they would rather go take we resources give away than they allow we to come together and exploit it. This started in the 50s when they began alluvial diamond mining rights to Sierra Leoneans. We took the diamonds and gave to Lebanese. Today, we not even know how much we get from diamonds. You see, the Munku business not about who that they act now. It's about a culture deep in us.
Yeah. That I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
Last and they talk them back today. Sierra Leoneans have to look at what is wrong in them and change it. There's a lot wrong in us. 80% of the things they won't believe in, and then they keep me back.
Let me just
not finish.
okay.
And as combined them, oil exploration we don't start. 2010, two companies made an announcement. Anadaco, an American company, an African Petroleum, a Norwegian company. That company has changed its name now to Petroleum. They are operating in Senegal and Guinea-Bissau and Gambia. And they're also in Congo. They announced the discovery of oil offshore. Then, the Norwegians volunteered to take people from the Petroleum Directorate to Norway and train them like they did for Ghana and they did for Tanzania so that they were able to manage the oil for the benefit of the state. That program ran from 2010 to 2012. People were brought to Stavanger and trained. One of the people that have been trained them and the best friend. He is called Oystein Ikefat. Okay? There is so much crap going on in Sierra Leone because always they elect Munkus. When they think about the benefit of the country, then they think about their own personal gain. Because for them, life is all about themselves. Not about what you have to do for the general. But now we thank them, we can discuss this all.
One thing the way you talk what you want for pick on, when a part of the Munku mentality, you talk about bribe, when any call kickbacks. The Norwegians, them, not believe in that nonsense because now their own country, they have managed oil to the best of their ability for improved lives, give them people a high standard of living, transform their economy, then get the biggest reserve in the world. Well, now,
You know when
if
oil is
I they come, brother, if Norway come discover oil now we country, they make a proposition. We not say for bribe, then say they're not a bribe. If you take Nigeria, you take Norway, you look at the history, who that they manage. Okay, you look at the fingerprints, the footprints in oil management. Now sleep and die. To start with, look at all the accidents, the leakages, the environmental damage when they happen in Nigeria. So if you do proper due diligence, you care about your country, you care about your ecology, you care about the livelihood of your fishermen. Them. This is not offshore mining. Then they can't begin to spill oil rig them all over the place, kill all the fish and the water. They know the implications of what they do. Nigeria, they do their own mining at just small river. When they can show the side where that man where they kill, what will be the man in name? Where be the fight for the where be the fight for the ecology? Say that they damage them place where they kill. That man they when they talk about the issue, the picture where you see the ecological damage, the accidents that will take place, the amount of theft, thief and trap thief, all man got their own pipe. All man got their own pipe in Nigeria. So you go bring Nigeria and come. Where if you look at the record, it's so bad. Nigeria don't begin the mine for God know how long. 30 days no benefit them. And I think they are the third largest. If I'm not mistaken, or the fifth largest oil waiting at the wall. It don't reflect. It don't reflect for Nigeria. So, I don't know why you go left a country where get a good track record. We go educate we. We go enlighten we. You go take Nigeria over them. It saddens me to hear this. It make honestly, and it bleed inside my heart because I so feel to say Sierra Leone will deserve better.
times you have to stop being sad or bleeding. To correct Sierra Leone, keep your emotions because the emotion make you go before.
It's not about me. It's about the man we're not able to rub two penny together. It's about that fisherman where not able to get good health care, not able to get good school for a Pekin, not go able to fish in anymore when they go police the water.
Imran,
Yes.
Sierra Leoneans have to begin to take responsibility. That man not able to rub two penny and then they elect the idiots and Munkusim the whole that's in politics. And then they dance for them. Okay? If we want to correct Sierra Leone, let the people know they are suffering because of their own creation.
No,
But if you begin put sympathy there, you will never get them to think straight. You begin, if they do bad, there are times they left alive suffer the consequence. Not to so?
Mm-hmm.
Not to so?
Yeah, it will learn through that. By mistakes, it will learn if you get sense. Pami Onyo today, that is exactly what I spoke on. What I talk about today, I said Sierra Leone, we get a big problem. You get two things them where they happen. I talk there clearly. I say when I see a leader, Asabiam, where I see an idiot, Asabiam. But in Sierra Leone, we get the combination of both leader and idiocy. combined together. And I not see waiting dangerous like when you get a leader, when an idiot and a leader at the same time. Not, that phenomenon there, they create disaster. And unfortunately for Winner Sierra Leone, as also leader they win an idiot. So them. Yes.
Another leader. We get people who are put in front, followed by people who assist them to do all their mission. A leader, you get for voting good and voting not good. You control them because you are the driver. But because people are dancing, so you think you should do the nonsense, and the people don't complain because you are one of them, then you are not a leader. Now they think, say, because somebody popular, that don't make a leader. Leadership is not about popularity. It's about your ability to manage people. And managing people not for your benefit, but for the general good. We have never had leaders in Sierra Leone, no face, no fact.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm describing. Where you say you're not leader, then you're not idiot, you are inept, you foolish, you incompetent. Because if you're not idiot, you don't make decisions.
I want you to understand where I'm coming from. And I want to let you understand, one of the problems in South Africa. Now that same issue don't go inside America. The man at the top is not always the leader. He is the one that is the most idiotic put there by people behind quietly manipulating the
Manipulating them, yes. I agree.
If we want to make Sierra Leone, now they think that straight line thinking, because problem more complex than a straight line thinking. It's more complex than a straight line answer. The people that we have leading us, with the exception of maybe one person, when I've been Stevens. But Milton Magai, he never was the leader of the SLP. Was he?
Who?
At the 1958 convention, he lost the elections to his younger brother.
Yes.
Whose cultural dictates or make it continue. And then the disaster begin. Albert Magai, at the death of his half-brother, emerged as leader through circumstances yet to be found out.
Through Kuku Jumuku.
Not to be business land. You don't know. That's what they say. But me know say something not be right. Okay.
Kuku Jumuku. That's exactly that.
We had another bad leader. Then Shaka Stevens came. He had a legitimacy because he was elected. But along the line, he allowed himself to be led. Yes, Mama. And of course, were mislead them left and right. You understand? Valentine Strasser came, then he and the cow they hold the rope. When they ready, then kick and they say, be one election, which is the blatant lie. Some of us know the reason why he was kicked out.
That is not new. That's a law.
You see, we are not an unfortunate country. It is only that we have not been understanding issues because we see life as a simple straight line. We not look at the complexities. We not admit, say, We are the cause of our own problems.
Mm-hmm.
Come to the diamond issue. Diamond, we don't begin the profits, they come to the small. Then people came in and started doing illicit mining. They say, okay, Lord, give people the chance, let them mine. Then give land to the people and say, well, now use this land for create wealth for themselves. What did they do? The paramount chiefs and certain civil servants then take their land there, then give them family, and family then go to Lebanese can sponsor. Today then they sell more of Sierra Leone diamonds na Conakry than they sell. Now we create some problems here.
Sad.
Now we create them for ourselves. And until we think how to stop them problems, they will continue.
And where you and I, they come here, they can try for enlighten the people them. Some man they talk say, now hate them. You know, this is what they say. It's the common thing I hear every day. Now hate, now jealous. What did they fail for realize? What did people they fail for realize? Then people they hear the position where they hold now privilege. They owe a duty of care to we. And that is more the reason why we have the right to critique them. We get the right for let we able to scrutinize them. But unfortunately, the people that want to suffer most, now then they come back and attack we for the very people that when they abuse them.
Just don't confirm what you tell you say we not get leaders in Sierra Leone. Now followers, they put somebody before them and they fire them.
Yes, now kites, they only rope. And now the problem what we get now, the kites don't cut. Control knowledge. You know, like what kites we get now in power.
Don't cut to America now, they don't begin cost themselves.
Oh, you know, the funny is when kites cut, now that tended the society to become very polarized because nobody not get control anymore. You know? Now Sierra Leone will not know how the kites get for them.
Coming back, now we look at the management of resources in the state. Now we ask this, with all the resources we see, why is it there is poverty in Sierra Leone? Okay, Nigeria, they get a young issue with their oil. They started mining oil in 1958. Up till now, poverty then at the country. But by and large, Nigeria don't begin make headway. Look at Sierra Leone from 1930. They don't begin mine diamond. From 1940s, they don't begin mine gold. How is that reflected in society? Now, because the people them, they're still there in that cocoon.
I'm
The
glad
cocoon
use
clanism.
I'm glad the way you use that word, the cocoon.
Now
In
that's how we challenge.
In biology, they call that cyst. They go inside that cyst, they lock themselves, they refuse for probe, for me to understand what's in the go around them. You know, when you look at section 13, chapter 2 of the Constitution, it says we have duties. And unfortunately, Sierra Leoneans, we are really not fulfilling in that. Because if we get inept leaders there.
I want to ask you one question.
Yes, sir.
How many people in Sierra Leone do you think have read the Constitution?
My brother, a lot of people, I go tell you, with a conservative statistics, I go tell you, say over 89% of Sierra Leoneans, not one day glance. Because when I can talk about constitution, people like can say, now you sabi and we're not interested. They are not interested.
Not that they are not interested, mister. Now the Munkusim all they talk
Well,
about.
that is the
Who
thing.
team be nine matter?
Because if you did an environment, you get to understand the environment where you there. You get to take responsibility. It's not like when you there, so now you host. You invite me, now you host. You also get order. You get toilet. You get kitchen. You get room there. All the rooms then get specific role. Toilets, we know what they do there. But I left for going to toilet. I can't know what I do toilet in a parlor. Then you say, and I tell you, Allah we left farm. It no matter. Me brother, if you not take the decision where you for take for the best interest of your host, not to me one go smell am. Because now one thing I can say people live. I can tell people live. Now parable way people live for no. Sheets not they remind you say they smell low. If the person go toilet now you pala, all man go smell am at the house. The house go become, you know, in a bad way for everybody in the house. You have to take a decision. When a Sierra Leone now, they go see that poo na pala, that shit na pala, then they jump and pass, not to me left and day. Then go begin to argue. And the one go take a leg and pull and day, not to me left and day. But una all the ambience they change. The smell don't change. Because one grand person choose not for follow the rules. As simple as that.
They can. Maybe you go see one person. But like we can always say, you will passively accept something.
You are equally bad. You are equally bad.
Yes, I'm a contributor.
Yeah.
And you know this how the Munkusim they power politics.
Uh-huh.
And they sit down and all what thing they go wrong. They would keep quiet about it because they want to use it as a campaign message. Well, that man's in the hospital not there. You know the bill hospital. When I get for sick at any time, you don't even know when you go sick. You say, wait no more. Wait and come, we'll go use it as message. What if you die before that time? Because hospital. Right now, when I see you, they say the India. Why you not sit down as a hospital?
Exactly.
Huh?
The short-sightedness what they talk about. Because you don't have people country. You don't have people country. To start with the diet where they get today, you know Sabiam, you know you some. And when you sick, you want eat you own. That is a fact. When person is sick, now what he know, now able for tolerate. Secondly, the language barrier. You don't have hospital, you don't sabi the language. Pass the interpret for you, and you sick. Almost people you go able to pay tickets for go there for go care for you.
And the food here go help them because Indian them food they are very healthy.
Indian food is not healthy. It's very greasy, full of animal fat.
Now, I feel a lot of Indians don't eat animal fat. I feel they eat them because most of them are vegetarian diets and then they eat. You see, Sierra Leone has to begin to think. Some of them tell how they talk so. You go see and say it's out of the way. But these are the real things affecting us. And I'll tell you something. You go cost Julius Mother beyond till thy kingdom come pull out. You not go change, you know thing do? Do the inside. We pull and the next way they bring come. If you know to Munku, they want the all around and a Munku. So then they influence the way they think.
What you will
I
talk
mean,
about?
they come. Governments there. minus Julius Maada Bio do bad in the first 5 years. Most governments in Sierra Leone in the first 5 years and they do very well. But as you see them begin encourage Munku there around now, hey, don't forget yourself. Not this, not that. Things begin go bad. You understand?
Mm.
All them kapu, they don't depend on Sierra Leone. Who is benefiting from that? The Nigerians, they have been misusing the oil money, but of late, we don't see that money that they circulate in the society. People that don't make wealth out of them, they don't create jobs and other things. But in Sierra Leone, the best job they can create, when they get money, if they know open hotel and night club or motel. What does that tell you about?
You see that thing where I talk about? Where I say, mortal mango sit down, somebody come, pupuna ipala. He make like he not see, then all man he come. Hey, not to me, not to me do am. Nobody know am for clean am. But all man go the hold the nose, inside hose. You know, that talk the Albert Einstein, he make a quotation on that. He said the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. So not only people and when they do bad, now they get for pull the wall. Now they want the way sit down, then turn the other side, make like say they don't see. Now then they cause damage to the world. Because the people and when they do bad, interestingly, they are minority. They're a minority. But you see, this human being attitude what we get, you know, for upset them. Now me paddy, well, that man, me mama be sick today, be give me medicine, you know. But there is a timely parable where say, me mama is sick one, not go make a drink doctor a piece. You get for reach a point where you get for draw the line.
There is a question.
Uh-huh.
Why do I have to go to somebody who ask him for giving money from the organization? Why do I not have to demand that I have a way to have myself employed so I will take care of my organization? Are we asking those questions in Sierra Leone?
They're not interested. Now question, I don't know the access.
Now, they repeat the question.
Now lamentation. Now they know the ask question. Now lamentation, I didn't salute.
Wait, I don't know if you understand the weight of what you are saying.
No, I get you. I don't try to reason with you.
Somebody to give me money to go and take care of my personal affairs, when that same somebody should be the one creating the opportunities for everybody to have a way to take care of it. I hope you get the question.
Clear, Dan. Clear. Like the Northern Star. Clear.
You know why that's the happen, Nasir?
Talk to me.
Because we still there have to put off Munkusim. And you know, then they maintain Munkusim in Sierra Leone.
Mm-hmm.
Then so the people then say there is one God somewhere who is as stupid as them preaching it, where they prevail on the conditions. This small group now they forget all things and they for prosper, the majority for suffer, and for the other small group.
Papa,
that does not exist. It only exists in the minds of people who want to control others.
Then we all believe them Munku thoughts, then they thinking, and they to an extent, More time man, they go for Google City exams. Before you try for cover a syllabus, they keep fast. He say they pray. You know, no matter how you pray, God not they help you for take your exams.
And now then they keep fast and then that will make the brain weak.
You
First
know,
then then they rob.
look at this one here. Look at this one here back Putin he say. He said the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. And then now we get now we country, not only business. Before that, then go sit down and lament. And God said so. God go punish them. Then one day, yeah, then go they poop on themselves. You know, so then they poop on themselves. If you look at the political class, then they live longer life. Their lifespan is longer. And when person long life, exactly what you want to say as when they happen to person way old. You know? Because people are not they engage, they're not they use the marbles. Because people are where they over 70s, over the 70s, they can get incontinence, either a double continent or single continent. Single continent, sometimes you wee wee by yourself. Double continent, you wee wee by yourself, you toilet by yourself. And that's they happen with age. It not got nothing to do with cost. If not, then all the people that were American care home and British care home, Western Union, them, they top now the list for whip their waist. Because that's most of the jobs that we do here. That's how we get our back. We mami coca, and that's what they do. So, well, if you they see that, you're not able to convince yourself and say, okay, oh, not to swear, now age this, and able for change your perception, like what you be talk earlier. Say, then people are the pass up we left by we. This world where we live, this dispensation, you allow anybody take ball, bella under your waist. He left by you for nothing. He left by you for nothing. There are certain things that the way God know they get involved. Pa. If God don't give you brain, you don't use your brain. You allow somebody can use you as buffoon. Then go buffoon, you tell you die. Nothing they happen to that person there. Because alone people and the new mentality. Would they swear them? Would they swear them? The people at home that they swear. Then they live longer. The political class now salon, the lifespan is longer. I have not done this, and I have not done statistics on it. But yet, when you look at it, most of we leaders, they're all past 70. The only one who died in the 60s, that's Hamilton. True or false?
Was about 70.
Now, I mean, I think that 67 or so. It not be 70.
Close to 70 anyway.
Yeah. You know? So, if you look at that, say you use that as statistics, the political class, they live longer. CM Kamanatera live longer. SN Kromai live long. Shaka Stevens, Shaka Stevens, he age. He really age.
Shaka Stevens became head of state at the age of 62. And he ruled for 18 years. Then after that, I think he lived for another 5 or 6 years.
He lived long. Sarisi Mustafa Bak, he lived extremely long. So if you look at the age of the political class, you know, it shows us Sierra Leone and them, we are not smart people. And God not let full man. God give we all brain. Just use the brain. Ask yourself that question where you say, ask questions. Now, only when you ask questions, you don't get answers. But we don't want to ask questions, but rather we sit down, the whole day they lament, and busy, they swear, then go die, then they sick, then they waiting. These guys look bias and they don't make it shrink. You don't hold time. Bias and they don't pass 70 something, go 80.
The answer that should be around mid-70s, I'm sure.
Then they live well, then they live long. Even in Kailu went not well so. It don't pass 70 something.
Kailu is over 80.
Now very old people then. So you know, we get for be you know, people and get for begin a think smart. And I agree with you. You talk you said another ask question. If you notice speaking in this society, of which you want speaking overseas, even speaking and you ask me a question, I'm afraid. When you ask, I say, Papa, what's that?
You better
Why is it like that?
Then they tell me, see what you are talking about.
Exactly. You know? So we really get for examine that.
Why is there not to well? Now so me share now say okay, oh fine, it's your
God
view.
go punish them. Then they make them they sick so. They make them then they waiting by themselves, then they die. You see, an escrow get plenty money, all day then a gym. If they afford things that way you not able to afford, it they live long. How many Sierra Leoneans get access to gym? How many?
Let me go see it one politics first.
Well, these are the things. Me and you can able to see that. They're not able to see that. They're not able to conceptualize that. And escrow go for walks. He got money, not got something where they bother him. He they go for walks. He got good medical. He they eat sirloin steak. He they eat rump steak. He they eat T-bone steak. He they eat rib eye steak. He they eat how you call himself sirloin. The man they enjoy because he's rich. He's extremely rich.
I say they tell the always they call sooner and they give you them cancer and then social disease.
Well, the man they eat the steak, they exercise. So he gets a balance.
I see somebody they try to call. They eat then they and then they give you all the social diseases that way they kill you.
Yes,
Hello?
Uncle. Yeah.
We are live.
Okay. How do they do?
They do
They
fine.
do good.
Okay. Yes. Uncle Imran, this
Yes,
my mom.
dear.
I
How are
just
you, darling?
one for respond on waiting. You been they talk on your audio today.
Mm-hmm.
According to you find this against Diana, and this don't show to we very clear say. Then why are they all na coincidence that this thing where happen this repertoire, it don't bring disgrace outside against them.
Yeah.
Because if you listen in speech where they all two don't give Ibrahim, Ibrahim was saying, come on, Mambolo, one can be president.
Mm-hmm.
The same utterance where Diana use, now the same utterance where back don't use, saying that people and they go after them, why they know they talk, why they can't say something where they go against Bio. He say not for that day, then they fight for like the executive. So you want to be president, but you know they go against your constitution. They all push
Yeah.
go for that view. Then Sambora call people outside. So Sambora in your presidency where it defects for it different from the you. Like make a one for so they different. Then inside the car they talk say him Sambora if you forget everything. The other sit on a power and let's sit on there. So when they come tomorrow as leader, now the same thing I know they can do to the salon people them. They come out don't say if you thief, just thief no more, but you go know how they thief. You need to go after una. So now the same thing, then don't decide now for let them do. That way people they don't come, they suffer for go vote, they kill people them out of this election. Some people are up and not get oaths. They in a street, then destroy their life then. Now that result for let them fight for let come out. Now we get justice now system. Then they can they talk say it's done and dusted because now they walk down the way they use. You see, we make they talk say mother Biona a bad influence, but likewise so we brother and sister them we don't benefit na salon out of this politics. Na enemy of states. Then are enemy of states because if you now find out all the people who don't do bad thing there, now then Bio they promote. Anyone where they say he rape, the next day where they either they go say they suspend her, the next position where they agree, a higher position, and then they go gear.
Double promotion.
Na salon under Bio, they give them promotion. You rape, Bio they give promotion. You thief, they give promotion. You need talk safe. You need say nothing against anybody where they do bad. The same thing in woman said they endorse. Now, Diana they can accuse Sambora, say Sambora for forget because they don't come, then they use utterance, they say, in the Diana, it been take money from Fatima. Fatima Bio been give them money for let them step down. Then they go unopposed by the APC so that Bio will go through. Then in order to make them born in host. Now so they allegedly say that audio they be there all around. Now social media, Diana not ever come for can't debunk that statement today. Instead, he make Wamat, they say because they don't go talk to her for the election. Fatima don't make a audio then there so saying that how they go come out for say the truth or the decision where they don't take against the Salon people, they for can't confess. Fatima has say he not for can't say anything because the life of him Pekin is important. So they all let in a day where they don't talk done. So now the one now, he won't tell me in the diner, won't tell me say na part of the cabal. When I they can't go beyond Sambura for selling and forget for the life of people picking there. Now then they in one for can't tell we.
Well, you see what he don't say so. He just will go through the talk about it. The Munkusim and the Bokuna Salon. All them talk here, they're so childish and petty. The Munkusim and the Bokuna Salon. One thing what me they say is the people of Sierra Leone therefore understand one thing. The power now we they give to the politicians because the constitution is clear about that. The power they with the people. If the people then want let this continue, let few people they determine waiting for B, waiting not for B, then they mislead the country, hardship they continue, alaki they continue, it's fine. But if the people are ready for a change, there is a way they can begin to take back their power. Not so fast we wait for going demonstration, going fete, or take back the power. Today, backstage, the brother bring this talk, now tell and say, now they empower idiots. When we continue for discuss their idiotic things, these people feel relevant. Sierra Leone belongs to 8 million people. I have the right to conform or not to conform to the nonsense that few people say. Okay? And as a citizen, as long as I take advantage of the constitution, I get a way where I go use my own power. And I think we go reach the this now. We'll not go talk about that.
Yeah, because they are a disgrace. Because they were people for watch. They don't know disgrace themselves.
APC
even to
and
honest.
SLPP get for
I tell you.
determine how we country get for go. Now we, the citizens, they determine. And if we don't give them the opportunities all this time, then they lead we into nonsense, the people are going to take back their power.
You know, Auntie Moy, this woman, that woman there, it just
Fatmata when not born day. Instead of say Fatmata not born day. Now he go in tongue, he go intimidate people. He says scam people out where they lost their job today. You know, if we come out to make an utterance, you know, say nothing.
you're not gonna say that. You're not gonna say that. You're not gonna do it. Well, it don't expose. Say in a low life. You see, if you notice what I say today, I make it clear. If you go school, you learn book, you can't map na jama, you say, let Samura can tell them waiting electoral justice. You not go school. You don't know what in electoral justice mean. You not be former minister. That tells you so much about the quality of people when they put in them place.
Una they talk together.
You know, it show you the quality of people already at that place today. It not sabi waiting electoral justice. Electoral justice is simply there because of the electoral injustices they're waiting at the country. So you want to tell me for saying that only Samura team up for FET for the deliberate abuse where the electoral commissioner and the SLPP government take by the people of Sierra Leone, where come out go vote, where go exercise, then civic responsibility and right to vote. And autonomy na a right where God give every mortal man the right for make a choice for choose who na you leader. If they come abuse the people by not giving us results, Samura Timap say, no, this not for happen. It is wrong. You go expect he colleagues them for support them in that fight. They refuse. Then they pretend say they don't know the definition of electoral justice. That is travesty. That is a disgrace. And that's so that they expatiate themselves. Then Pantap they say after all, they don't care if he did it safe. Like they did. If you say that, then you don't show clear contempt to the Sierra Leonean population, the people that don't kill. Evangelist Samson there, Mami Awa, that Mami wouldn't kill the APC office, white boy, and hundreds of other people that they don't kill. When they kill like Yifa, then kill them like game, kill them like wild animal. So then lives do not matter. Then people and when they pan bereavement, when they suffer. And this person is a politician. You know, when you get a leader where na idiot, na disaster, and you get too many of them now in country. And where I see a leader, I know him. Where I see an idiot, I know an idiot. But Sierra Leone with problem now the combination of a leader and an idiot together, and I know cause only disaster. And she's one of them. She's one of them. You know, in Mek today, I say something where a lot of people don't know. The former chief of Kono Songobriwa, a man where spent his whole life, an educationist, where build Kono, where build education at Kono, where encourage Kono people and for land book. Kono no be the APC, Kono no be the SLPP. Kono them began a young political party, when they call KPU. That the Kono Union. Now be them party, SLPP bully them for making join them. He not agree. So they exile him. Now Kamakwe go sit down for many years. When he come back, 67 election, he rejects SLPP again and he support Sheki for let he end tyranny. That is what you call a leader. The interests of the people always there first. Waiting Diana Konomani talk. If Songo Briwa then a grave, he go the turn, he the twist inside a grave. For make a daughter of Kono, after all waiting not happen, make short a statement. Because that is not the character of a leader. A leader for always get love, joy, sincerity, empathy, and self-control, plus empathy. Then they alien to them one day. They're not get feeling for nobody, they don't care about nobody. All waiting and care about themselves.
Yeah, this don't show seriously. Yes, because all waiting they don't do. They may want the life of Sabura for go. Then they succeed. Exactly, that don't show so.
Yes.
If you not take the route where they take they defeat the case. If an idiot can't tell you something, you talk with them the idiot way, then you don't make them clever. Electoral justice is not about Samura Kamara. It's about the youth of Sierra Leone. Electoral justice is an international rule. Now I don't put on the screen. Sierra Leone needs education, but if you say they follow idiots, they wouldn't talk for respond to them. You're not going to ever educate the people.
Indeed.
Electoral justice as defined in this overview and the handbook involve the means and mechanisms available in a specific country, local community, on a regional or international level for ensuring that each action, procedure, and decision related to the electoral processes complies with the legal framework. B, protecting or restoring electoral rights. And C, giving people who believe their electoral rights have been violated the ability to file a challenge that their case and have their case heard and receive a ruling. That's all we need to tell the Anakonimani. It's not about Samoa. When I left for wisdom, they talk to idiots. Now they encourage idiocy in Sierra Leone. I don't tell you, say, from where we get independent, now so Munku and idiots who get no politics.
Go school, they can't talk for them, they can't tell you.
Challenging them, you they make them feel relevant. Teach them.
That's exactly what I did in my audio.
Anybody will read them, understand now what it mean when they talk about electoral justice.
Yeah.
Everybody who is a citizen of Sierra Leone will believe, say, in vote, they don't violate them, they get right to take up an issue. It's not about Samoa Kamara. Samoa Kamara, now the all day now the Jamao then call APC. If they want them cause and they want them beat him. He deserves it. He is a member of the club. Okay? When you join Kakadebul, you get for ready for everything behind them. Not so?
Sure.
Okay. If you're not able to beat the Kakadebul, they make the Kakadebul the beat and nice happy. When you join Kakadebul, you get for be prepared. Just like if you go join bad gang, prepare for the consequences. If die not commodity, jail they commodity. Two of them. Like now they don't
all the leaders. I tell you,
begin kill them.
All land they talk out. Dina not come for can't talk down there or say waiting beyond they do not the country bad. They affect the citizens. They affect the youth there.
Shares. They all get shares. You know, see the woman in Osborne in Obis himself. And get more money for waiting.
The woman then now we face they put that in our face a disgrace. You don't go now that they snap, they talk, they can't talk their day. Look, Ibrahim said they can't snap, they can't talk, then they say they forget. You know, they go after Bio. Oh my God. So the people who know where they campaign, me papa, me brother, me sister, they wanna see the one where they can fall for say they want to be president of the country. Now some of them here so. Now go they expose them so. Now they make the prayers that salon where people they pray day and night. Now they affect them so. God go the man for talk. God go expose them. What if they inside your heart, now go come. Not
the man don't know.
That speech, you never able to deliver. Now the same way mother go sit up now pulpit or who side for like this speech, he begin ask again. Waiting at the topic because it won't lie. He not even for deliver. So the top they expose them. Once you one can talk, you go opposite way. God go disgrace them all because mother now bad products. You not get integrity. If now man no get shame, but then say us if I don't just say Mr. Low people here, I don't feel una that left power. But you know one do, but you go join for the Sanko. We say you know if you don't join for the Sanko, you go lock himself up, you go meet Chancellor. Chancellor they wait for him. By God in power, we go see. The Kubel they wait for him. Yeah, and see they can visit there because Ellen Johnson they all be there for the rebel war. So if it's the way you don't succeed, they all go succeed now. So they go meet Taylor. By God in power. Now this time me want tell una.
My sister Bangura, in your village where he come out Makot, in Osabi Makot.
Yeah, Papa,
You
this
know,
is this.
Sabi, the village where share border with Makot, where they call Matiti. You know, Sabi, nothing but Mambolo chiefdom. You know, Sabi, but Malambe. You know, Sabi, but Kobia. You know, Sabi, nothing but Mambolo side come out. You already man saying a circular road he come out. That means to say, get coccidiosis. They go round and round, they run after it till. Whether they call that fever, whether they call panting, they call that hookah. Now he gets. And this is the thing. This is the thing. You don't even know you village where you come out, you want to run country.
Imran, now we allow the guests later. We are here to educate people, not to vex. Okay? We are here to educate people.
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Brother
you
and
are
sister,
vexing,
they let
my
una
friend.
till
No, that's
now.
not vexatiousness. I know my emotions. I control them.
Yeah, it's painful. I make. I understand the vex where they vex. Let God make them all exposed. Diana, you know, woman, they can't snap. So you need apology. So we for come back for cancer.
Of
We say
course.
that's what you make. You just do it because they don't go bribe you or you flex or let the yogi position. But if you don't see and deep down your heart,
And the thing is, these people not they show any remorse.
come intimidate you now.
They not they show one remorse.
They will
Now allow
disgrace.
that.
They not they ever do something and can't imagine and say they're sorry.
They would that they sent me the time for talk to me salon people then. Yes, we brother and sister, they're waiting for debate from now for even for stop for share the nonsense where they post.
Allow that. Don't you the vex for? We they deify and glorify idiots. These guys, they do all these things blatantly. Then they come back overseas, then come mix with we will dance for them. So who is to blame? Who is to blame? Now God you they blame?
No, now we the mortal man. Now we give them. Now we pray the matter for them.
Okay, Papa.
Thanks very much, my sister. Really appreciate you. Please, go they continue for come and speak your mind, and I encourage other people and for do the same. We not go sit down. They look. We country. They go over the cliff. We not say nothing. We not do nothing. If bad people and they do bad, then they do bad because good people and sit down and they do nothing. Then set them out. But the funny thing is, if they both sink, now we all they go.
What if that bunch of people think say good? Now the good one and the minority.
Well, this is what I say to a friend that called me. Sierra Leone, now you don't know who to trust.
What if?
Because most of them, because of the Munku, they all now wanna be, they all they try for put on an image where not belong to them.
That's why we should be very tactful about educating them. When man don't believe something, if you want for change, you begin cause you know they change you. You therefore be very tactful. Sierra Leone has a very serious neurogenic problem. I don't they tell you now this over and over. Hey, this approach I use because the anaconoman is an idiot. Why? Because they feel relevant. So you know they change from idiocy.
I just call out what they work again.
Because what in and they talk, white thing people know they talk now. You see, when I left this vexation, now try use tact for educate the people. Sierra Leone needs education, not vexation. Because I want to tell you one thing today. The way the country dey, if we not manage them emotionally, we are going to another war. You know think they bring the other war? Our emotions.
But again, at that very word that they take manipulate the people them. If now what let it walk come. Because now Sierra Leone every day, hey, we not do nothing. What they come, hey, they will not come. This that is what they are using to play on the people and psychology.
Imran, I'm not telling you what others say. I'm telling you my own assessment as a social scientist. The war in Sierra Leone never end. I want to let you know this. War is not weapons, it's the way of thinking. The war never ended. We are still at war. Let us not elevate them to the next level. You know why? Damages of the last weaponized war. It creates so much trauma. Look at the whole generation that has been destroyed psychologically. If we go to the next stage of the weaponized war, well, maybe Somalia is a good place to live.
Look, the man with the make president, he can't even have a radio station, the threatening, he go to bush, I go bring war. Then people then buy that nonsense. They go to bush. And see na monkey. They go to bush. In a wild animal. We were civilized, we go left na tongue. But the funny thing is, you talk one word. If you go to bush in one gun, you go come back na tongue. But where they go, you get Munkusim back where they fall around. Because me, nobody know they call me for Falaram for going to bush for go be rebel.
You know, the problem is you pass out this year.
It's kind of nonsense within and over there. You know?
When I get for left for they react to idiots. When an idiot talks, people react to them. Now they are such relevance to it. Just forget about the person. You say what's in right without even calling him there.
I spoke my mind and I educated those who needed to have the education in what I said because I gave them a lot of historic perspective about Kono. The way people like come out, oh, Kono not this, Kono not that. They don't have a clue about Kono. Kono be the most independent entity of Sierra Leone. A lot of people don't know that. Hey, Kono na, how you call them? Now the waiting states. Waiting? Nigeria waiting now. Now the states where they this that. Kono was the most independent entity. They get their own political party, and that political party, it was neither APC nor SLPP. And Kono now one of the most diverse society. You know, most team the man and born picking and they Locoman and go there, Soso man and go there, just for go for the diamond rush. And now they are part of the furniture. When you read the name, there's some of the names themselves, you go one and say, this is not Creole, this is not that. Because a lot of people went there, settled there, and they helped for build that society. They Kono a very diverse society. Very, very diverse. Just pass 11 o'clock today. Me I tire a little bit today. Let me make a short.
On our left for Vex, there will go solve salon problem. Vex station always solve salon problem.
Papa, son dry eye one and day, you have to take them on because abobo no one could water. You know, sometimes
water now done the pante 64 years. Tolerance at times can be good. Tolerance not means say you stupid or you weak. It means say you understand things better. So you wait for the right time for explain things better.
You want him with me, I not get grudge, I not the whole grudge, but I'm a very passionate person. I speak my mind, and I look you, I tell you what I believe, because I get perception of what I know, what I like, and what I want to do. So basically what I'm saying here is quite a lot of people, they're not standing for nothing. They don't ever believe in nothing. Then just say they follow and then they allow people for play with them. And One thing the way you yourself don't talk now, yeah. And I support that. Quite a lot of the leader there when are idiots, what we get, because a disaster. Now, any side where you get a leader when are idiot. The reason why they did it now because they get people them where they remote control them. Quite a lot of the idiot leader there, then a proxy of somebody else will not get face. That I agree with you entirely.
Well, it's not somebody else, it's maybe a group of people. There are things deeper in Sierra Leone than the Sierra Leoneans see. The people there, they do most of the damage in Sierra Leone. We not know them, we not see them.
Sierra Leone is go see person we blind, you get motor for drive. Hey, boy. If they go see person we blind, you give and gun, say let shoot that. You know say the person not they see. You know say the person not the hearing, he deaf. You go play music, you say like he can't dance by dancing competition. And the person deaf. You know, we expectations sometimes wrong. It's very, very wrong, Nasalo.
Do we have expectations or do we have perceptions?
Papa, sometimes we perception because we problem, and sometimes the expectations what we get, because I can see some man and he makes some parallel them where honestly I can just bust laugh. Like the one where they come out to the talk say then they can build cable cars in Sierra Leone. Arrest me case.
Imran,
Yes.
an expectation is a planned path. You know what I mean? Say you dey reach there. It's a planned path with a definite vision. Okay? If Sierra Leone had expectation, if Sierra Leoneans had expectations, we country know the terms.
My brother, I know very well, just like you they read, as me say they read, and not say you get what you call unrealistic expectations. And now that problem then now we get in Africa. Unrealistic expectation. Like why then I so I see you Pajalo, I go talk for say Pajalo can let me 1 billion. But you see the person. If they work at it, food you not get for it, you go ask for lend you 10,000. Now expectation was stupid because you know so the person not go get harm. Why you go bother yourself for go ask the person? You dey embarrass yourself for one, and you dey embarrass the person. You not get forget the desired answer because the person not go meet criteria. So when you make expectations, it get for be reasonable.
What if the person they do that with a belief where they beyond what you understand?
When you talk about expectation, it's not about belief. You know, they say a bird in the hand is worth 20 in the bush. You see, where you meet people and where wise, they go tell you say they can't promise because you know can you hand it. You don't.
Why do you think people will go to pray to pass exams rather than study? Because it's an expectation and it's an unrealistic one.
Very unrealistic. Very unreasonable.
And they try to make you understand, say, we society get a modus where they operate with. Something was approved way back in 1978. I wrote a dissertation on the locus of control of school-going children. I did a statistical survey and I discovered that the picking them and the parents them, they expect something from outside, magic or some mystery. mysterious something. You understand? And they always they blame when something wrong. They know they take responsibility. That is called an external locus of control. We don't have expectations in Sierra Leone, perceptions we get about our existence. Because once you know they take responsibility, not the expectation. You see, I make let for the vex. I understand that society. I'm a social scientist and a professional teacher. I know the society how they deal with. And I know the sickness in Sierra Leone. I know the boast for that.
Brother, just
I
like
worked in
you,
that
I
country
lived,
20 years.
grew up, went schooled, worked in Sierra Leone, just like you.
They come. I know we argue about that team. I went through it as a professional training where I scientifically find out facts. Okay? I scientifically discovered it because I not just sit down and look people down. I did survey. One of the things to make politics not the help winners is that we get perceptions about governance we're not correct. Number one, the Sierra Leonean, a few people understand say government not to place we get money. Government is always broke. But if you tell people then that, they're not a believe. A government is always a broke institution. A government is only as rich as the people that it governs. Okay? Plus or minus international assistance, the way they think, the taxes we're ready for pay, where ability for manage the little resources we'll get. Now they make me rich or poor. This is a fact most Sierra Leoneans don't know. They don't. You know why politics is interesting in Sierra Leone? I think it's the easiest way to get rich.
Pajalo, over 70% of my audience will tell you for say. One of the things we are they say very often that we perception it affects the way they think. And thereby affects we behavior. I see that all the time.
Me understand them in the reverse.
So
I understand them say
I know waiting at the talk.
the way
And at the same thing with the talk.
Perception. The way they think, now they create your perception. What was the perception they create? Your thoughts are what you are. How you understand the environment now from your thoughts. If I see this as yellow, it is yellow. Because that's how I think of it. If I see them as blue, that's how I think of it. Now we thoughts they create with perception. And we thoughts they hampered with the fact that we not take responsibility. One. Two, we understanding of the purpose of life is limited. It's a very complex situation where we need to take care how they deal with it. Because the minds of the people, now they make them, now they break them.
Okay. Well, we don't. They go now 12. See, they are tired a little bit. Man, knock off quick today. Famulem, we not get much interactive today. Una we come, Alusani Sankara, Moses Fengai, we say all the fight in the APC will not bring anything for 2028. Me not believe say we forgo 2028 until we deal with the issue on ground. Me not mix pan division, no division. Me they talk out of ethical principles. We get elections, we forget the tally, the full result. When you sit exams, you forget result. We're not going to continue this same methodology from 1967. Not for the get results. We just the waste with time, they go vote, then give it whatever they want give it. That is my issue. As for APC, then division, if they get sense, we national anthem say, divided we fall, divided, he say, they say, family united, ever we stand. If you family divided, you're not going to ever stand. A divided house not a stand. That is a principle where everybody know. I am not interested in that. What I'm interested in, we can forget a just society. If we get electoral justice issue now, because we get so much electoral injustices, we cannot just move forward and not address the issues there. We have to address them, because if we don't, we go to suffer that right through a lifetime. Because almost half my own lifetime, from where I small, from 67, I was 5 years or so. 67. Yes, I was 5 years old. And also be anything than crisis by elections. So make nobody not talk for say we for just go 2028 where we get shot a bad record. You say la Ushuba under the carpet. I don't think that's good. But Famulem, I want to tell you thank you. Una always participate. Mr. Sankara, thank you. The name will be look for na Ken Serawiwa. You send up for me. Thank you. God bless.
I was saying it, but you were just shouting over you.
You know, I was not shouting, I was talking.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Jallo and the great Imran T. I greet you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Then till I want to discuss, Mr. Jallo, just like what you they say, we taught them now they reflect, so we perception how they perceive things. You're absolutely right, Mr. Jallo, because Martin Luther King says, "Say the mind now the standard of the man. The way they think, they replicate your behavior." But the way they see the political class in Salon, it's like they don't gang up against the people, the ordinary man. Because what do they see now? What would they expect from the APC? Not contrary to what they unfold. It's like I mean, one person where the term what be the Salon, they argue against the idea of 10 years. Say no, constitutional. You get for seek the mandate of the people, and how you get the mandate of the people now we deliver. So the idea of 10 years mean one person way I be there against that. But it's like we look at the ground, waiting to unfold, the reality they say we'll see. Then two political party there, not just a baton swing from one person to the other. After 10 years, he hand over to the other. Now, what do they see now? We get for see APC get for be robust in anything what they do. And Madam Biolo said in the exit office 2028. Mr. Imran, I agree with you absolutely. We get issues that we will deal with, we get for do this past election. But we know they get that from the APC. And the one day for leader fighting at the APC, but then don't take the back seat. Now they always they wait for 2028, you understand? And Madabio the exit. Madabio, first of all, if be just one proof point, say, the Salon people will be they say Madabio no go rule Salon again. I mean, and Eskuma Oshara in, and Eskuma na bring him in, he become president 2018. 2023, they say now one time president. If one prove a point, say yes, I don't rule Salon 2 times. You understand? So now I make a forcing way out. So I mean, the exit office. You understand? But the question is, whose legacy we get for left for Salon? And I believe everybody don't see what happen. for the past 6-7 years in that country there. And nothing all the way good for right home about. But I just they continue to appreciate you now, because honestly, what I can watch you now every day, what I watch you now, I learn history, I learn contemporary issues, how to analyze, and try to get an objective lens, on how they look at things. So I they continue to appreciate you now, and I
That's the
pray that
purpose of this platform. That
yes,
people can think objectively, because the power belongs to the people.
yes,
The APC and the SLPP can go to hell and see how beautiful Satan is. But the
yes,
people of Sierra Leone can never go to hell, because Sierra Leone continues to exist.
yes,
And this is the
absolutely,
message we for send out to the people. Now
absolutely.
they create this class of criminals because they attach emotions to them.
Yeah, then they feed off of
Then they
with the
feed off
ignorant
the
or
energies
us.
of the people.
Yes, absolutely,
If
sir.
we stop for give them with energies, they become isolated. Then go begin behave themselves properly.
Mm-hmm.
This is the message
Mm-hmm.
I've always been putting across. I don't care about APC or SLPP. I don't need them.
And salon people, we need for just like what they see, a better way them platform than they
I
see.
don't need
I hope
them.
say
I don't need
Sierra
any
Leoneans
of
then
the
they watch them
idiots them
platform
there.
there. Yeah,
They not get nothing for contribute to my life.
yeah,
You understand?
yes, sir.
You when they talk so, you don't need them. They not get nothing for contribute to your life.
That's all.
The best thing can do for you, when you go Sierra Leone, they want to take money from you because they think they are relevant.
Mm. And I believe say them.
You must train that country. They strain because of that kind of attitude.
Yes,
Look at
a lot.
Ethiopia. The people of Ethiopia, and then contribute their money, then build the biggest hydroelectric dam where they generate close to 6,000 megawatts of power.
Okay.
Sierra Leone, look
President.
I'm in blackout.
Yeah,
If these
president they open
idiots
like
were behaving properly, some of us would have talked to Sierra Leoneans all over the world. We for buy bonds and stocks. We contribute money, we electrify Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
That's why when we can, no one talk about any of the idiots. Let them go to hell.
Brother president and I spoke you go.
Let them go to hell.
Chapter 1.
My brother, what you talk, all what you talk correct. But now one thing there I want to encourage you do ya. You talk for say APC and SLPP, then they in connivance. Me don't talk down the over and over. Then they in bed. They are lovers. That is fact. The only side where I not agree with you now, where you say APC, if they were able to not go do nothing and we not able to do something, that is not true. We able to do everything. Remember, Albert Einstein, he said the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. If we see them, we look them one year they pull we country, we fall with hand, we fall with foot. Then go pull and for we foot for foot, they make we get a bad, rotten life, and we get nobody to blame because we sat there and we allowed them for do what they do because we choose for be passive contributors. Passive contributors, many times, they worse past the active contributors. If you look at the Constitution, chapter 2, section 13, please read them. Let you see the duty of the citizen. It is our duty, all of us, everybody for Sierra Leone, for hold them people there to book, for hold them. You get rights for carry governments go court. I get rights for carry governments go court. I get rights for hold them accountable. Everybody get that right. It is our country. It is not theirs. They are there because we give them privilege. If they not perform, it is our right to do a total recall. But this attitude for saying, hey, we never do nothing, that they get power. Not so they get power. Power belongs to me and you. But if we refuse to activate that power, it's like you get an app on your phone. If you get an app on your phone until you activate them, it is not active. Do you allow we activate with sovereignty? Because it belongs to us, not them. So I agree with you, everything, but that's why what you say, let we be here, we're not able to do nothing if APC not. No. It is not for APC to do something, it's for us. It's for everybody. If it is wrong, it is wrong. And if it is wrong, we should not accommodate it or subscribe to it. That's how I see it. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, I think we don't do justice to today. We are 2 hours, 15 minutes away from the start.
That's long time. We'll therefore try to do 1.5 hours.
On our left for Vex alone. When person don't seek you, Vex pan the killer.
Papa, pussy when he die.
Well, maybe we can rescue him.
Some people they better let them die, better follow the rest.
No, it's alone. I know they talk about people. I'm not people, and you see that's where me and you are different. I talk for Sierra Leone, not for idiots. These idiots can go to hell. I don't care about them.
Brother, all me talk what they talk. I don't support idiots. I don't support fools. And so far me concerned, I not get any hope in APC and SLPP. When I talk, my interest is not APC, SLPP. My interest is Sierra Leone and the Sierra Leonean underprivileged. They try to encourage them for let them take responsibility. Let them take responsibility. Let us not left one of them people lay their hand. They don't mess them up for we. It's about time we do a total recall. That is my interest. And it's troubling me where people are sitting and they do nothing. They sit down alone left and give God. Hey, God today. They go die. They go get bossy. They have multi-vitamin. They not go better. They go this. But come on. How long they don't depend this? How long they don't swear there?
Take care of your health, my friend. Otherwise, you are just talking to leave these idiots in place. So, fumble them. Una thank you. The one they welcome. The one they listen to we. Una thank you for listening to the nonsense. But this nonsense, na inge for make Sierra Leone. This nonsense, we need them because we don't do the sensible things them 64 years. Now be end with it. So let's try something else. Let's try something else. And some of us will not stop talking this nonsense. Those who don't like it, close your ears. Honestly, you can't stop me. I didn't come to this earth to come and be a sycophant to any human being. No son of a woman or daughter of a woman are not a go under for go be sycophant. Because I am. That word I am, where everybody they use to for know the meaning of it. And now use them to your advantage. It's high time we get away from this cause and effect, make palaver here and there. Now we come together and think of how we go make the country go before. Other countries that they go before. Look Guinea next door. Up to that is Guinea been backward. Today Guinea is miles ahead of us. We need to be ashamed of we say flowers, we say voting wrong. We need to be ashamed. Because if we not take responsibility, if we continue for the Julius Madabio now create them. Now we attitudes now create them. So now we use the attitudes now for pull on it. Otherwise, when in commodity, if not the same attitude will they continue with, will they get you away worse person? Because the people get the leaders they deserve. Una, thank you for listening to we. We will come on Monday. I wish everybody a safe weekend because the world will day, a lot of uncertainties they happen. Yesterday, I spent the whole day down when I heard of the death of Diego Yota. Me not a Liverpool supporter, me not Manchester United supporter. But for a young man who died that way, would have a boy die with his brother, I was down the whole of yesterday. And I don't wish that for nobody. So that we take care, that the spirits keep us safe over the weekend. We will meet up on Monday again. Over to you, sir.
Well, all I go say is, for the one that we participate today will not get much interactive, but all the same, every day, it's a blessing. We tell una where the follow we, una subscribe, una share, subscribe, and tell other people them for join this crusade. This like a struggle. This like a crusade. We get for try and find the appetite for doing. So as we don't reach Naya, I want for say waiting me the man is say amuboko hoe. And I will say waiting team the man go say Mandira nungo Sidira Eri. And the Creole man go say Pambule Munaneto una good night. May God make una get a good night's sleep, restful night, and get a fantastic weekend. Hopefully, God willing, we will see una back on Monday. Same place, same time. But we want una self for the try the contact we for give we subjects them for discuss. This not to we no more get them. The problem is that under we all food. Now Jiga what they eat we all. So if Jiga they bet you, Jiga they bet me, whatever remedy you get, send them. We will look into them together.
Topic, let me tell we will bring a come on board who can discuss. This is
together. We will achieve a goal. Because if some man bring pepper, some man bring yabas, some man bring pamine, some man bring ogiri, we go cook some delightful meal where we all go shape. We call our pot. God bless. Una have a good night.
We pledge you love and loyalty to we countryside. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. At this sweet land we love. We not for make them fall.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. the government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.